Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast.
This is our brand new set, and this is permanent. This feels like a real creative leap forward for us, I feel.
We are live from Comic-Con.
Live at Comic-Con.
Live at Comic-Con.
Oh, I didn't mean to I wasn't correcting you. Okay. Live from Comic-Con, 2 fists deep.
Live in Comic-Con.
Don't speak yet. Oh, shit. What are you doing, dude? That voice, that face that you just heard and saw is our friend, one of the stars of Peacemaker, one of the stars of At Midnight Season 1.
Sarah
Were you
Silverman
ever asked
show.
to do the new At Midnight, either of you?
I did it once.
That's Steve Agee, everybody.
Steve Agee.
They never had me on the new
Really?
version.
Dude.
I was on the pilot of the original one.
Whoa.
Well, we were on as a panel. Was that the first season of
did
Chris's?
do it. Yeah.
And you were dressed as the Chiquita Banana, and I was dressed
It was
as
a
the Chiquita
Halloween
Banana.
show. Yeah.
And all three of us went to a costume shop, and we all got Chiquita Banana costumes.
That's right. Oh my God.
I can't imagine having that much time.
Oh,
Where
we
it's
have-
just
we-
like at 4:00, we're just like, yeah, let's go to the Western costumes and see if we can find some.
In North Hollywood.
Oh, I want my time back.
It was an inspired choice.
Oh my God. I forgot about that. Yeah.
No, I did do it, actually. I did the new one, and then I stopped doing it. And that happened to like a lot of people, apparently. And you know what?
And then the host stopped doing it.
We got ours.
Yeah.
In the
and then
end,
the person who hired the host got fired.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of an exclusive, but I'm the reason that Stephen Colbert got canceled.
Tell me more.
Well, I was pissed off that I wasn't asked back to After Midnight.
Yeah.
And after that was announced that it went off the air, I called Les.
Moonvest?
Yeah, Les Moonves, who no longer is in the company but has some pretty deep ties. And, well, you know I'm a big exec at Skydance as well.
I heard that.
You
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
great. So I just said, Steven can't do this anymore. He can't do this to me anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's really the exclusive we wanted to break here at Comic-Con.
You heard it here first.
All right. Well,
And
Steve.
only.
Steve we like, but it's Steven.
Yeah, sure.
We love you. Are you a Comic-Con
Not?
regular?
No, I've been to maybe 5 or 6, I think.
That's so many.
Yeah.
What are your feelings walking through the hall?
Not good.
Not, yeah.
It was more crowded than Disneyland.
Panic. Yeah, it's social anxiety. It's a lot.
A lot of lines.
Yeah, I was thinking there's something beautiful and something awful about it. The beautiful part is obvious that these, all these independent artists are all like making their living for the year doing this cool shit, and there's so many unbelievable artists out there.
Yeah.
And then also all these like sort of dorky loners now have this huge,
They like
Burning
to wait in
Man-like
line. It makes
gathering.
them feel important.
Yeah.
But what's a badge cost? Anybody know? Anybody
Julia,
know?
Do you know what a badge costs?
It can't be that much.
It can couple $100. You pay $200 to get in, to join a lottery, to wait in a line so that you can spend money.
And it's more money. Like we bought this Calico Critters thing for our kid yesterday, and it was $65, but it's like $40 at Target.
Oh, it's more here?
Yes. Like you're paying a premium for some reason.
Steve, you're here. You're doing panel after panel for the second season.
Panel interviews, yeah.
Is this the best one so far?
This is one I really wanted to do for a long time. And we've touched base a few times, and it's never happened. And then I saw you guys were here and texted you.
We just felt that once you were on a press junket, it would be the right time for us to
Were
hang
you guys
out.
just going to do this by yourselves today?
What do you want out of this interaction? Do you want the truth, or do you
Yeah,
want?
of course. You're my friends. I want
Yeah,
the truth.
yeah, we were gonna do it.
Yeah.
We were gonna. But you know what? We wouldn't have come here to the Content Factory. We probably would have done it in our hotel room.
Oh, no shit.
From our bed.
So this is VIP shit, man.
Okay.
Yeah, this is extreme VIP. Tell us about Peacemaker. What are you excited about? What's your least favorite thing about
I'm
John
excited
Cena?
because it hasn't been out in 3 years. Season 1 happened in 2022, and then there were strikes. There were,
So 3 years passed, but that's, testament to how great of a show.
I guess
People still want it.
people
It
still
is
want
great.
it. Yeah.
The season 2 is awesome.
And when is it out, or is it out now?
August 21st. We've got
Awesome.
great people like Tim Meadows is in season 2.
Love Tim
him.
Meadows. You know what would have been
Incredible.
cool during the strikes is to have sent John Cena in Peacemaker costume to smash the lines, to bash the writers, and be like, we're scab.
Oh, that would have been good.
In character.
He would have done it too.
Yeah.
He loves wearing that costume.
Well, he's a big philanthropist, right? And it could have been a wish of a sick child to smash the writers'
I wish the
strike.
strike would end so I could watch my favorite show. A sick child is like,
yeah. I don't have
what?
3 years between seasons,
I've never
man.
been to Disneyland, but I would rather that fucking strike ended.
That's right.
That strike really messed us up.
Yeah,
It did screw up a lot.
well, and luckily,
But it's all part of a really kind of fast downward trajectory where things just keep happening that are bad. So
that's the spirit.
Thank
You know
you.
what's not bad though?
What?
You know what's honestly the one positive of the entire political moment we're living in right now?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot.
I mean, no, I don't know what it is.
Well, there's a lot of doom out there. The world is ending. There's ice roaming the streets of Los Angeles. There's fires. There's starvation in Gaza. It's just a terrible time. Yeah. But on the bright side, season 2 of Peacemaker is actually coming out in August.
I have nothing to do with that comment.
That's good. It's positive. But in a weird way, it does.
It is a good thing.
It does port into Comic-Con, which is, and this is something that we learned, I feel like, we were just at the Oregon Country Fair.
you would have hated it.
Where in
Steve.
Oregon?
It's just outside of Eugene, Oregon.
It's like a pure hippie
My
fest.
biological father lives in Eugene.
We touched base with
Really?
him. He did the podcast before you.
He used to run a theater called the Holt Center in Eugene, which is a 2,000-seat theater.
You should do Eugene's Holt Center and make a reconnection.
Your
I would
dad was
love
like
to.
an impresario type, like theater manager or.
Well, I mean, I don't think I've ever talked about this on a podcast or anything. I was adopted. I randomly, kind of accidentally, found my biological father when I was 30.
How'd you find him?
I knew their names, and so through some research, found out that they were theater students in college in Central California.
That must have been so cool to find out, since you're an actor and such a
And my
great actor, and you're
family-
like, oh my God,
My
I come
adopted
from
family
this.
growing up, there was no one in the arts, so it was really weird. And then I found this out, and it was crazy. And so one night, I sent an email to the head of the drama department at this college, just because I was bored. And I was like, hey, you don't know me. These were my biological parents' names. They were students there. I'd say this was probably 1968. And I was wondering if anyone teaching there now was teaching there in 1968. Send.
Yeah.
Monday rolls around, and I get an email from this guy going, 1968 was my first year working here.
Oh my God.
I totally knew your parents. I don't know what happened to your biological mother, but I still keep in touch with your biological father. And I forwarded him your email.
Wow.
Like, hey man, you could have fucking asked.
Oh my
Like-
God.
Had he asked, I probably would have been like, absolutely not. Do not send it. I was just curious. And
Oh
I
my
probably
God.
never would have found
And
out.
so did you meet him?
I did. I have met him, and I have like 2 half sisters and half brother. And
Was it good that you went out there to explore the
Yeah,
terra
it was
incognita
very
of
positive.
your bloodline?
In fact, my half brother lives in Oakland. He's a musician. He plays percussion, drums, and he's played with me at Sketchfest.
Oh my God.
On music shows. Yeah.
Okay, so you were adopted. At what age did your parents tell you?
They told me on their deathbeds.
No, that's
I'm
a lie.
just Can you imagine?
By the way, people.
I almost forgot.
One last thing. You know how there's always been a schism artistically between you and us? That wasn't random. You come from artisan stock.
Yeah. I knew early, like 10 or 11, I think.
By the way, that's not a thing anymore. The secret adoptee.
No, you start talking about it now.
It's because of DNA testing. They can no longer these parents can no longer get away with the grand secret.
Oh, yeah.
Because every kid will eventually take a 23andMe and be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
And they train you in surrogate college, or I don't know, didn't we take some surrogate workshops? And they're like, we always say it from the beginning as soon as the kid's
Someone's going to come looking for you.
yeah, or you're not you're not, or if you, I guess if they weren't from your eggs, you're supposed to tell them. I don't know.
What was the emotional experience of seeing your biological father for the first time? Was it just like
terror, nerves?
Terror. Yeah,
not terror, nerves. Like, Jesus, this is surreal. It's, and I never would have really looked for them. I won the lottery. My dad was a doctor. My mom was a nurse. Like,
oh, there you go.
I had a good.
You could have had a couple of broke actors raising you in Oregon.
Dude, for real.
You would not be. I feel like
you probably wouldn't be an actor. That's what's crazy.
That might be true.
Right? I mean, the circumstances of your life led you to who you are. Obviously, I do buy the idea that you had innate something creative DNA, because in my family too, there's my great grandfather was an actor, my grandfather was a writer. Like, there's something in there.
I come from a long line of farmers and bakers.
What happened with you? How'd you do it?
In Illinois?
Yeah.
And ravioli
in
makers?
Italy.
Yeah.
Wait, that is crazy though. I would be so scared. And then did it feel emotional, or were you already kind of like past that part? I mean, it must have been a little
This was
emotional.
a time where I never got emotional about anything. It really wasn't until people I was close to in my life started dying that now I can get emotional watching a TV show. Whereas I used to, I would never cry.
You had like an emotional barrier? Did that get in the way of your work?
Well, we were doing an episode of the Sarah Silverman show that my friend Rob, who was the director and co-creator, Rob Schraub, he wrote it, and he told Comedy Central, he's like, I'm only coming back to work on the show if you let me write an episode, direct it with no notes. So he wrote this episode where Brian Posehn and I have a baby that is a robot that we pray to the devil, and it gives this robot life, and the robot kills Doug Benson. Character, not actual. And so they come, Adam Scott is head of like the FBI, and he shows up and ends up, killing our baby robot. And Rob's like, you have to cry for this. And I was like, it's not going to happen.
That's how I feel. It's hard.
And he hired like an acting coach for me to go see, and it still was not happening. We did one scene and it just didn't happen. I acted sad, and Rob was like, that's fine, but tomorrow you have to cry.
Tomorrow's Tears Tuesday.
And so I make like a playlist of like sad Elliott Smith and just really sad music.
So much pressure too.
And I am like sitting on the set, and it's early in the morning, and it's just, and the night before, Rob like basically yelled at everyone going, tomorrow morning, don't talk to Steve. Because my big complaint the day before was like, I was trying to get really sad, and it's a comedy. We're on the show, and people are coming up to me to do my makeup, and they're cracking jokes, and I'm like trying to ignore it. And I told Rob, and so he was like, don't anybody fucking talk to Steve. Don't just leave him alone. And so no one was talking to me, and I'm sitting there listening to my little playlist, and we go into this we're in like a tool shed where we're hiding out, just me and Brian. And Rob's like, we have the whole day. He's like, just do what you need to do. When you're ready, tell me. And so like an hour's going by, and I'm sitting there and nothing.
It's like you have a lover in the next room. Like, when you're hard, come on in.
Yes, dude. And so I go up to the makeup girl. I go, there's like something that you can like spray into my eyes.
I can't believe it took you this long to ask this question. That would have been my first go-to.
And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, let's just do that, because this is not happening and everyone's waiting. So she blows this like menthol stuff into your eyes, which burns really bad. For like 2 minutes, you can't even open your eyes. And then when you start blinking, your eyes start watering, which is good enough. And so I tell Rob, I'm like, all right, let's do it. And we go in.
Did you tell him you did that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go, this is
Did he call you a pussy or anything?
No, he was like, all right, okay, let's shoot it. So we go in, and we're sitting there, and like, it was like something switched in my brain, like just the fake tears.
Huh.
My brain went, oh, dude, you haven't done this in like decades. You really need to cry. And like, I started sobbing to the point where I could barely say the lines. I was like choking on the lines. And Rob's like, oh my God, oh my God. Okay, cut. That's amazing. He's like, we're just going to move the cameras. If you need to go sit down, fine. I'm like, just do it right now. And they're moving the cameras, and I am still sitting there, and Brian is awkwardly like, doesn't know what to do as I am sitting there sobbing the entire time they move the cameras. We shoot.
Is anyone comforting you? Is Brian like
no one's talking to me.
No.
I'm just sitting there sobbing. And then they shoot it. Rob comes in. He's like, great, we're done. We can move on to other stuff.
You're like, I can't.
And I couldn't stop crying for half an hour.
Oh my God.
I'm walking around trying to stop crying, and I can't. And also, I didn't want to stop. It felt so fucking good.
That's awesome.
And ever since then,
that was your emotional breakthrough? Was that physiological?
That was the first one. And then my dad dying 10 years ago was another one. And then my mom dying like 5 years ago was the big one. And now
you're cracked open.
I can just hear a sad song and just immediately have it happen.
And do you now incorporate it in that emotional connectivity into your acting?
It hasn't come up yet, but I would love to cry on camera.
Well, you need those actors who can just cry.
Right.
It's like a skill. It's like comedic timing or something.
But that's not what you're describing.
No.
What you're describing is almost like a physiological and also emotional barrier that you had that literally had to be like physically melted in order for you to get into the soft part.
I can't tell you of a time that I cried before that happened. Like as a little kid, obviously, but like
our daughter, you met our daughter.
Yeah.
She's never cried, not one time.
Moshe.
And I wake up sometimes.
She cries every 5
minutes. She sharpens a knife while we sleep. Is that weird?
Blown some menthol into her eyes.
That's a great idea.
Moshe.
Oh, yes, Tosh.
Summer is here.
Yes.
And I need new clothes.
I agree completely. You're looking ratty these days.
No, you just get into these, like, we've been camping and I'm wearing kind of like the same thing and torn clothes. And I'm really excited to refresh my closet and my bed with Quince.
Quince. I've seen some of your pieces from Quince.
I did a big order,
nice.
I have to tell you.
No, I saw it. I saw the order and I was happy with it because it wasn't just a lot of clothes. It's that Quince is affordable, too, because they've cut out the middleman.
Think 100% European linen tops starting at $30, washable silk dresses and skirts, and soft cotton sweaters, versatile warm weather pieces you'll reach for again and again. And the best part, everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands.
That's my favorite part.
By working directly with top artisans and, as Moshe said, cutting out the middleman, Quince gives you luxury without the markup.
But it's not one of these places where you order and it's like you're afraid of the labor practices because they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices.
You know what's crazy about me? I used to wear polyester all through my 20s because I loved vintage clothes. And now as I get older, I just want to have like nice, soft materials touching my body only.
Well, that's right. They use premium fabrics and finishes. If you are like Natasha and only want soft, beautiful fabrics touching your body, give Quince a try.
Give your summer closet an upgrade with Quince. Go to quince.com/honeymoon for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/honeymoon to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/honeymoon. Okay,
all right.
Well, we have some questions. You seem pretty well adjusted. Maybe you can help these people out. Are you ready for some?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Natasha and Moshe and Steve. My mom joined a dating site and was immediately targeted by scammers. She's in her 70s and completely fell for a fake profile. She was smitten like a schoolgirl, and I could immediately tell it was an AI-generated photo of a 40-year-old face with balding gray hair. The guy love bombed her, got sexual fast, and she blocked him, only to fall for the next scammer days later.
Oh, man.
This new guy claims he's a deep-sea oil rig welder diving 6,000 feet in the Atlantic. She says impossible. Nope. And sent a photoshopped crew photo I traced back to a 10-year-old YouTube video.
Oh, man.
I showed her all the proof. Reverse image search, real crew photos, the geography not lining up, and she still believes him. She refuses to accept it's a scam despite obvious red flags, and we fought about it. She's lonely since my dad passed 2 years ago, but I'm terrified this man will eventually ask for money or steal her identity. Is there anything I can do to get through to her, or do I have to let her learn the hard way? Also, any way to track down the real man in the stolen photos? I wish he could tell her himself. Thanks so much, Jana.
Oh, it's rough out there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, reverse photo searching is huge. That's a good tool.
So just to be clear, what's happening here? Are they having sex? No, she's not meeting the person.
She's on a dating site, and
she's
being
falling
scammed.
for them emotionally, but not like seeing them.
There's somebody at a call center somewhere, and they got this hot photo of this stud, and they're about to ask her for money. A balding gray man, but they're about to ask her for money. No question about it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely coming up.
It's coming up.
Can the daughter say, "Can you please just not give them money"?
She's gone. It's like saying to somebody, "Can you please just not believe in Jesus?" It's like it's religious at this point. It's a belief.
Is there a documentary that the mom can watch?
She's not going to watch it.
I mean, the daughter's already given her a PowerPoint presentation
I know.
about.
I'm curious to know if the conversation has moved from the dating app to like actual texts and emails, and if it has, maybe you can, if there's I don't know, a group like Interpol or something that you can say.
The band or the actual police force?
The actual.
Hey, this is, I don't know who's from Interpol. What is Interpol?
But we can't really help them unless they want to do like an even larger intervention.
What I would do
you got to kind of stay out of her life.
Well, this woman is definitely desperate. What I would do is I would fight fire with fire, get on the app, create an even hotter fake man, steal your mom away from this rig pig, and then be a benign,
and then you can be like, "See, mom, it's me, your daughter."
Oh, that would be good.
Nice.
I like it. Wait, you told me before this started. Okay, I actually have a great idea. You told me before this started that John Cena, star, I would say co-star of Peacemaker. I would say the number 2
It's an
on the
ensemble, but he's number 1 on the call sheet.
Now, for now, and if you get another menthol situation, I would say John Cena. You told me that he's one of the most philanthropic, kind actors in Hollywood.
He's a generous dude, yeah.
And one of the main things he does, he's done more. What did you say? More Make-A-Wish?
He's done over 650 Make-A-Wishes, like granted more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a plan.
Yeah.
Let's contact him. We don't have to do it now. We'll contact him offline.
Yeah.
And you say, listen, you read him this. And you say, listen, this woman's in trouble. You're a stud. You're the fucking Peacemaker, dude. We'll have John Cena, real John Cena, join this app, steal this woman away, right? As a philanthropic exercise.
Yeah.
And I would say as a cross-promotional tool for Peacemaker, which is coming out
not bad.
August 21st.
It's like a
Not
Make-A-Wish.
It's making this daughter's wish.
It's someone's wish.
Yeah, her wish is to keep her inheritance.
Yeah.
So then he slides in. There's no way she'll be able to resist John Cena.
You think this girl's trying to keep her money?
For sure. But she also doesn't want her mom to be destitute in 2 years.
She should somehow see if she can become like her mom, like get granted power of attorney over like her mom's finances.
We get this a lot, Steve. This gray area when your parents turn over into no longer making good decisions, but they haven't turned over into like
close
pants
to death.
shitting,
right?
Where the power of attorney is like very obvious. Where the person goes, okay, they can't make a decision.
No, they definitely go on a decline.
There's a
and
decline.
they get dotty and like.
But Dottie does not a power of attorney make. So this is a perfect example. You can't go to a lawyer and say, hey, my mom's getting scammed by a hot oil rig welder, and they're like, okay, you're now in charge of her life. So this, I think the only thing I actually think. What I said might be a good idea, which is actually trying to run the scam on your mom so that you can then prove that it's fake. I don't know what else this person can do.
I would just look up Reddit threads and look up as much information and keep sending it to her and just keeping if Jana is that sure that they're scammers, she just has to keep bombarding her.
Watchdog organizations that specialize in busting up these types of things.
I know. Okay. Yes. What it is, you find a white hat hacker, right? You know what a white hat hacker is? They're like they're benign hackers. To find the IP address of this person,
they bust call center like in India.
See.
Find somebody. Maybe somebody out there actually does that kind of work that can
There's
help.
a dude on YouTube who has a massive channel where he busts up like hacking rings and and scammers.
Here's the real problem, though. If this person, white hat hacker, found the IP address of this welder in the Atlantic and it was proven that actually he's in Manila and was lying the whole time, the mom's not going to believe it. It's about, oh, honey, he was in Manila. They have oil drilling too. But I think we're onto something. Let's find a hacker for this person.
Yeah.
All right. You want to read the next one, Moshe?
Hi, guys. I'm a 27-year-old straight-ish guy with a decent sex life, but recently I let desperation get the best of me. I impulsively paid someone I found through Field. Learned about it from this podcast, so thanks.
Oh.
Field is for people that are kinky and want threesomes or kinky. I think it's kink stuff. I didn't realize what it was for. I didn't realize what it was for. I didn't realize it was for what it was for. What is it for? The idea of this turned me on, and I impulsively made a payment, and about a half an hour later was asked for more money and then made another payment.
Wait, is this we showed this place on the podcast?
I think we mentioned Field, but so this person so far is just paying for a sexual favor that is
the idea of one.
It could be sexual, but we don't even know. Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't get me the third, and then I was asked for more money and then made another payment. They didn't get me the third time. I didn't go through with anything, but I lost money and feel ashamed. It turns out it was a sex work scam. The guy even sent me a fake military photo to scare me into paying more.
We weren't like advertising this place.
No,
right?
honey.
You just mentioned it.
I came up. I know this was a dumb move, and now I feel I feel tainted, like I crossed a line I can't uncross. I'm spiraling a bit. Is this feeling normal? What do I do now? Am I feeling the right way? Feels good to write it out, but is this so illegal? I shouldn't even. What happened? What is he even writing us about? Is this so illegal? I shouldn't even be emailing you. I also bought weed in 2015 when it was still illegal here. Are they gonna get? Is this real? Is this letter? This feels fake. Are they gonna get me for that too? I hope not. Can I serve prison time for this though? Some online literature says yes. Please let me know. All of the above may or may not be fiction. This is fake?
No, it's like a sex worker.
Oh, he's saying
You got taken advantage of by a sex worker.
he paid for sex work.
But he didn't get the sex work.
He never got the sex
there's
work.
nothing illegal about that, I don't think.
So Field is clearly like people who are curious. It's kind of getting them in and then fooling them. I mean,
For people curious about what it's like to be scammed.
I would say 3 to 5 times a week I text Moshe something and I say, should I respond to this?
Oh, it's
Wow.
always
Oh,
no.
yeah. Always.
I
said to
know
her
because it's
recently,
like the DMV, it's PayPal.
it's the DMV, but from a +7
Toll road.
205 net.
You haven't paid this toll fine.
Yeah.
I get that one all the time.
It's
I
like,
think
why
if
would
I
a
didn't
person
have you, I would definitely be paying these.
why would a person from Bulgaria be texting you from the California DMV? I always say, if you're emailing me, it's fake. It is fake. Ignore it all. But they get you. They got these little language tricks.
2 scams in a row. This is kind of getting scary out there. What can we do? Can we like get rid of Venmo and like, is there any sort of online advice? Like, what can you stream? What can you get rid of?
Well, this is the complicated thing. This person was so horny that he was making bad decisions based
Yeah.
on horniness. So you can't really say like, I was going to say you should just never give your financial information to anyone online ever. But if you're that horny, you're past the point of making good and rational decisions. But this idea that he paid for sex work so he's going to go to prison, like what? I don't know what you think the criminal.
My friend lost a lot of money, like, because he thought someone was helping him with his stocks.
And it was just a full scam.
Mm-hmm. And he lost his whole, like, inheritance.
Do you know Ryan Singer? He's a comedian. Anyway, very funny comedian.
Yeah.
He got into one of these scams. One of the things that they will do, it's really funny. You'll be on some app and it'll be a woman. Let's say you're straight. It'll be a woman.
Yeah.
And they'll say like, oh, I'm a real hot woman. Like take your pants off, like start jerking off.
Yeah.
Put your webcam on so I can see you. And you start jerking off. And as you start jerking off, the woman disappears and a guy shows up and he's like, bah, gotcha. I have this footage. And
I'm going to send it out.
I'm going to send it out to everybody in your contacts list. They'll send you your contacts list and say, look, do you know Steve Agee? I've got his email. I'm sending
Holy
this.
shit.
And
That's like Punch Drunk Love.
is that what happened in that?
Something similar, but
Yeah. And they said this to Ryan Singer. They go, I'm going to send this jerk off video to all your. And so I got an email one night from Ryan saying, hey, I got scammed. You might be getting a video of me jerking off soon, but I don't have the money to pay this extortion.
And did you
fee."
think that was a scam? His
Yeah,
email?
yeah, it's like if you put your credit card
Holy
information
shit.
in. Yeah. He's open about this too.
Wow.
All right.
All right, here's another one. Dear Endless Honeymoon, my girlfriend and I have been together for a year. Things are mostly great. We have a solid connection, good sex, and spend several nights a week at each other's places. But she refuses to leave a toothbrush at my apartment. I asked about it once and she said, I just don't want to get too comfortable. Another time she half joked that she's, quote, afraid of what might happen to it when she's not there, unquote. For the record, I'm not a slob. I'm not a neat freak either. He's a slob. I own one sponge for everything as an example.
One sponge. That's a red. That's a red flag.
Some kind of cleanliness anxiety, or is it a red flag she's keeping one foot out the door? Thanks, Josh.
What do you think, Steve?
Sounds germaphobe.
Yeah.
Oh, she does. But she's kind of like, that's a little bit of a backhanded thing to say, like, I'm afraid of what's going to happen to it in your nasty bathroom.
I don't think it's about germs. I think it is 1 foot out the door. I do.
He knows it is because that's what he's saying.
Yeah, I think it's 1 foot out the door. I think there's a simple solution to this. You think I'm John Cena? No, I'm joking. No, he should buy her a toothbrush and just say, "This is your toothbrush. It's now yours."
And if he's really sprung on her, he should keep his bathroom clean.
That's easy. Yeah.
Put it in a hermetically sealed thing and be like, "Look, do what you want with it. I'm never going to touch it. It's got your name on it. That's your toothbrush."
Yes.
That's your toothbrush.
All right, I like that.
All right, should we do another?
That's a good one.
Let's listen to some secrets.
Hey, Tosh.
Yes, Moshe.
We are on week 4 of our Endless Honeymoon tour. We haven't
Get me out of here.
been in our own bed in almost a month. What are you looking forward to most when we get home?
You know it's that Helix mattress.
Sinking into that Helix mattress that cured my backaches and made you no longer sleep hot. Helix is the mattress of choice of the Endless Honeymoon podcast.
You did do a cute job getting a nice foam thing in our trailer, but it's nothing like a Helix. Could you maybe get a custom Helix for the trailer?
I think they're too thick, and I like that about them. They're too thick
we don't
for
have
my
enough
over
space, yeah.
cab bed, but just thick enough for my beautiful, beautiful bed that I can't wait to lay you down on and ravage your body on my Helix mattress.
If you need help stopping snoring with your back pain, maybe you have sleep apnea, maybe you have problems like me sleeping through the night or sleeping too hot, Helix has a mattress for you.
So go to helixsleep.com/honeymoon4. They're still doing this really, really lucrative 4th of July sale until July 31st. You can get 27% off
That's
site-wide.
like a good chunk because they're not even that expensive.
No, it's a great chunk, and you will sleep the way that your favorite podcasters sleep. This is exclusive, this offer for listeners of the Endless Honeymoon podcast. 27% off site-wide by going to helixsleep.com/honeymoon. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/honeymoon.
Secrets.
Steve, we have people's deep, dark secrets.
I
that they
know.
leave on
I've listened. I love it.
Let's see if we got some good ones. Okay, while we're waiting, Peacemaker, August 21st. What is it on
HBO Max?
Yeah, Max.
Yeah.
Yes, Max. Is it HBO again?
It's HBO Max now, I think. Yeah.
They spent.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't trash.
It's HBO Max.
I love their process. I was gonna say
They're
something
figuring
else.
out names.
I love their process.
They're figuring out
It's
a name.
beautiful.
Like Prince.
That's right.
That fucker changed his name a bunch of times.
No, it actually is.
Remember when he was the symbol?
He was the symbol
Yes.
though, but you know that it was like
And the artist formerly known as Prince.
But it was like
That's a good one.
It was a contract dispute, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Prince's whole thing. Do you know about Marvin Gaye's contract dispute?
I think I've heard about it, but I've forgotten.
He got basically in a divorce. The judge granted his wife. This is what I heard. All of the money from his next album. So he purposely made his worst album ever and called it "Here, My Dear." That's the name of the album. Isn't that amazing?
I want to hear this album.
One of the pettiest things that's ever been done. Are we ready?
Hey, Natasha. Hey, Moshe. I'm Jewish. I don't know why I fucked your name up there. But anyways, yeah, I'm calling with a secret. So after surfing, I always clean off my wetsuit and booties in my shower/bath. And I guess since I don't do that great a job of cleaning immediately post surf, and maybe I don't clean my bathroom as often as I should, there started to be a little accumulation of sand in my bath, and that's kind of started clog up the drain a little bit. And so because of that, whenever I shower now, I kind of have like hot water that like pools around my ankles. And it honestly feels pretty nice. The one downside is that, usually when you shower, you have to pee, and it kind of sucks. Like, you shower, and you're like, oh man, I have to fucking pee. I guess I'll like hurry up to shower and then pee. And so, so I recently just started peeing and like standing in my piss while I shower. And it's not great. I know. I know I need to clean my bathroom. I have been busy, my defense. I'm in grad school and I'm working and like it's finals and stuff. But they're almost over, so I should have time soon. And it's just something I got to do. So guys, thank you. Bye.
He needs time to what though? Start peeing in the toilet or call a plumber?
Or clean this was the most like inane path to him saying I'm pissing on my ankles. Like, I'm a surfer. I like extreme sports. Let me start there. There's an accumulation of sand that's creating a bit of a blockage. Now there's pooling hot. I pee on myself. Are you a pee in the shower guy?
No.
Are you a pee in the shower girl?
I've done it.
That means you do it.
In hotels.
Only in hotels?
Because I figure everyone else is.
No, never?
I'm sure I have. I'm like a camel. I don't have to piss that often.
Wait, Moshe's like obviously pees in every shower.
I pee in the shower all the time.
100% of the time? In our shower?
I have no problem with it. I just don't remember last time I've done it.
Well, by the way, this, you're saying you've never told these stories before. Like, this whole, like, I've met my adopted father, that was a fine story. But the fact that you're a camel and don't have to piss that often, that's the breaking news of this podcast.
I don't pee a lot.
How often you pee?
I think it's because I don't drink enough water.
Ooh.
Wait,
you know what you should do if you're having performance anxiety peeing in the shower? Get a little menthol stick and just dab it in there, and it'll pop right out.
And
You'll
let me
have a
just
breakthrough.
make a quick recommendation to Josh. You should be hosing it off outside.
Yeah, Josh, listen.
You figure it out how to do that. If you live in an apartment, go to the.
Yeah, you don't want sand in those drains, man.
That
so causes bigger problems down the line.
All right, what do we got? We got another secret?
Hi, Natasha and Moshe. I have a really juicy, gross secret for you guys. And, it's not much of a secret because I would love to tell more people about this. But one time, for $800, I met an old man. We went to my town's ale house. He bought me a margarita, and then we went to the hotel next door. And I, sucked his toes, and, we did other stuff. And you know what? I don't know. I made $800 from it, so you decide. And I would like to know, both of you, what is the best / worst thing you've ever done for money? Thank you.
That's a great question. You decide what? Whether that's gross?
She's like, is it worth it? Would you, for $800, suck on some man's toes?
Fuck.
I would maybe for $8,000 let some random man suck my toes.
You, Natasha, is your current day with all of the accolades you've had?
No,
would do
that would be pretty stupid, I guess.
You, 20-year-old you.
No, I'd probably do it now for $8,000 if it was 45 minutes.
She also said, and we did other stuff.
Yeah.
How fucking gross is that stuff? And she's like,
yeah.
I'm not telling you everything.
I'm willing to tell you I sucked his toes for 45 minutes, but the other stuff, that's going to remain private. Steve, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done for money? It's a good question. Anything come to mind?
No.
I can go first.
Yeah, what do you got?
Because I have a few.
Yeah.
I answered phones in a brothel in Australia, but I had to introduce the businessmen to the prostitutes, and then I had to clean the cum rags.
Uh-huh.
I was
Come
the
on.
laundress.
You cleaned the cum rag?
I only worked there for one day.
What
though.
state? Were you in Nevada?
Is it
No,
Australia?
it was Australia, so it was like a legal bordello. So I was the phone girl for
You were in
a day.
Australia?
When I was 23, I got abducted by a con artist.
Wait, but you cleaned the cum rags?
Well, I was in charge of answering the phone, introducing the businessmen to the women, because it was all businessmen, and then doing the laundry.
I'm sorry. One of the primary complaints of our relationship is that I leave my socks around from time to time. And you're telling me you were a professional jizz rag cleaner and I'm the problem? You should be grateful I don't leave jizz rags around.
You leave the jizz rags around.
No, I
Kenny.
don't. What are you talking
I'm sure there's jizz in some towels.
I've never jizzed in a towel.
That's
I'm like
not
you with
true.
peeing in the shower when it comes to jizz rags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing comes to mind. What's your worst acting job ever?
Oh, probably commercial stuff.
Yeah.
I actually did. I was sent on an audition, non-union. This was maybe one of my first commercials for an anti-smoking PSA that's shot in Virginia. And this was at a period where I had a huge fear of flying. And so I did not want to do this, A, because I don't smoke, and I would have had to smoke, even if it was herbals, a lot in these commercials. But I just didn't want to get on a plane. So I purposely went in there and acted horrible and got the fucking job.
You mean you tried to tank the audition?
And got it. And cut to me in Virginia in February, Richmond, Virginia, snow everywhere. I am outside. The gist of it was I was a chain smoking superhero.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm outside in Virginia in spandex smoking herbal cigarettes. I end up getting pneumonia.
Oh my God.
And it was like a 5-day shoot. And on the last day, they have me in front of a green screen and I'm running like my character. And I fucking pass out because I'm so fucking obliterated from the pneumonia and all that. And these ran for a while. And then 10 years later, I'm working at Kimmel. And I get a call from the person who was my agent at that time. And he's like, hey, Steve, just curious, I need your current address. They wanted to run those commercials again. And so I negotiated, and I'm going to send you a check. I was like, all right, here's my address. And then like 3 days later, I get a check for $26,000 for this commercial where I originally made like $2,000.
Wow. Was it because your status had grown as a?
No,
or just-
I was just doing research. I hadn't even been on TV, and these commercials were not huge, but it was part of the Virginia tobacco settlement. 'Cause
Right.
People sued. There was like a class action suit against the tobacco companies, and part of the sentencing was they had to do anti-smoking PSAs.
Oh, and you got paid. I love
I
that.
got paid.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
it was horrible for like a long time, and then I got the check, and I was like, all right, that made it worth
The
it.
pneumonia was worth it.
What was your worst job, Moshe? You
My
haven't
worst-
You haven't had to have that many bad jobs.
I was a mascot for a little while. That was sort of degrading, I guess. My first job was I dressed in a bear costume on Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley.
Telegraph?
And like I would pass
Wow.
out flyers to people.
Yeah.
To get like 15% off Cal Berkeley gear, and I there were some cool parts about it. I dressed in a costume. I would go to raves the night before because it was Saturday and Sunday. So I'd go to a rave on Friday and a rave on Saturday, and I would arrive with no sleep, and I would be like falling asleep in the bear costume. And I remember my breakfast at that time was a 20 ounce of Mountain Dew and a
Ew.
pack of Newports. That was what I would. And I
man.
remember I would take my bear costume off and rest it on my head like this to take a smoke break. But
You
like,
smoked Newports?
yeah.
How
yeah.
old were you?
I was 16.
Were these menthol?
Yeah, menthol. Yeah. I was 16. And I remember kids would walk by and they would see me in the bear costume, like leaning back, smoking a cigarette, and they'd be like, "Mommy, why is the bear smoking?" It was-
Wow.
so that was sort of a bad job, but it was my first job in showbiz.
Wow.
Yeah. That's where I started. Do we have one more? Or should we move on to, yeah, okay. You want to do a couple more of these here letters?
Yes. All right. I'm going to read this one. Hi, Moshe and Natasha. My husband has a pair of shoes that are absolutely disgusting. They're ancient, falling apart, and smell terrible. They're those running, quote, shoes that look like feet.
Oh, the toe shoes?
Oh,
Not
those are
good.
rough.
Brody Stevens used to wear those.
Did he really? Yeah, that
Aw,
seems exactly
hi, Brody.
right.
We love you.
This one's for Brody. These shoes are for Brody.
I've asked him to get rid of them multiple times, and he always says they help his running pace, and they're already, quote, broken in. And he doesn't want to start fresh. Is it totally unethical if I just throw them out one day and pretend I don't know what happened? Or do I have to be honest and risk a full-blown argument over something that, to me, is objectively trash? Thanks, MJ.
What do you think?
Would she have a problem with him buying a new pair?
Because you have to break them in.
That don't,
all those toes
There's
need to be broken in.
There's layers of resentment here, right?
Yeah.
It's that he wears them at all because they're toe shoes. Yes. It's that they smell, and probably just that she wants to be in. The part I don't like is like, what the fuck do you care? They're his stupid shoes. They're his
yeah, but
dumbass
I
shoes.
would. You had those wrestling shoes, and they were always laying around like the house, and they were so ugly, and I just felt like aesthetically really beneath what I could look at.
But that's
And
not your
so,
concern.
So I would constantly take them and throw them in your closet.
Right. But not away. I would have been mad if you threw them away.
Yeah, but I have thrown away some of your wrestling bands. I'm sorry.
My wrestling bands?
Well, Moshe would have like in the car.
I'm a professional wrestler.
He would have boxing,
You know that, right?
like those
Okay.
boxing strings. Like he'd have like 4 or 5 of them in the car, and then he'd have
No, wraps.
wraps.
Wrist
so
wraps.
so wraps everywhere, and then he has surfboard straps hanging down everywhere, and then he has cords hanging down everywhere, and it just starts to get to a place where I truly can't function.
Well, you have dildos all over the house. I don't complain about that. They're everywhere, Steve. They are everywhere.
Yeah, but are they dirty and gross?
No, they're in the box.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I've asked you. I've been like, you're not boxing. I'm gonna put these somewhere else, and then I put them in the trash. Sorry.
Natasha does have a obsession with throwing things away, and often they don't need to be thrown away. I for this person, I think what you do is make him keep them outside and mind your own business. That's what I think. Make them, they can't come in the house anymore.
Out of sight, yeah.
If you wore toe shoes, I don't think I could handle it.
Do you think you'd leave me?
No, I'd be like, this is not something you can wear. Like, save it for when I die.
That would be a funny thing if it was day 1 after your death. I was like, hello, I've always wanted a pair of toe shoes. Slip them on. All right. What do you think? One more?
Sure.
Let's make it a good one. Okay. Hi, Moshe and Natasha and Steve, and maybe a guest. That is you.
Oh, yeah.
My therapist recently said the words, I think you're good to go.
She fire him?
Well, I think we're good. Yeah, you are healed.
Like last session, like I think you're healed.
You know, I'm looking at you, Steve. You're good. You're good to go.
Okay.
She's moving back her practice like 20 minutes away from where it was, and she says she's trimming back on clients. It's like being dropped by a manager.
This sucks.
Oh, that's not good.
But I don't feel good to go. I still feel a little anxious and stuck, and I really like her style and our dynamic, so I don't want to try someone else. Oh my God, this is a person that can't get over a breakup, dude. Yeah. I've been seeing her for over a year, and while I've made progress, I definitely don't feel cured. Her comment caught me off guard, and now I'm spiraling. Wonder if she genuinely thinks I'm ready, or if this is her polite way of breaking up with me. Do I push back and say I want to keep going, or am I ignoring signs that maybe it is time to wrap up? Help.
I mean, the fact that the therapist said you're good to go and you don't feel good to go should let you know it's probably not a good therapist, and they're prioritizing their time
Yeah, you
and
probably
money.
dodged a bullet.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many therapists out there.
It's crazy but I do relate to this a little bit because I recently started seeing a new therapist, and I like him.
This is your first therapist in your adult life who's a single therapist
That's not
just
true.
for you.
That's not true. No, I saw somebody before you and I got together for a long time, but this is my first in a long time.
Yeah.
And I like him, but I get the impression that he doesn't really like me. I'm kind of like that. There's a vibe there where I'm like, I wanted to ask him, like,
Why do you
are you
think
annoyed by
that?
me? Well, I think honestly, he's gay. And I always think he's rolling his eyes at my like boring straight guy problems.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah,
Your wife's a bitch.
Oh, your wife doesn't want you to have boxing raps. Like, there's a little. I think maybe there's a part of me that's insecure about that. Like, he's cool and he's like.
He's cool, your therapist?
He's like.
Or you think you're therapist?
He's gay. He lives like in the middle of nowhere. He just seems like a really weird, cool guy. Yeah. And maybe I'm a little insecure. Like, this guy's like, I don't have time for these fucking banal problems.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to talk to him about like Hollywood stuff to like, seed in. Like, there's something cool. There's cool stuff about me. I do cool stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think it's worth it in your last session to say, well, this is a disappointment to me. I don't feel good to go, and I really do like your style. If you are not able to keep seeing me, although I would be open to that. Can you refer me to someone who is in your style?
I wouldn't even take a referral from that therapist.
Really?
It sounds shitty.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would, in the last session, tell the therapist that you're not good to go and get a new therapist. You'll know when you find the right therapist.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
You think there's like a date? It's almost like dating. It's like
sometimes there have been times where I've gone to a new therapist and then had a session and been like, oh my God. What was I doing before this?
Oh, I want that therapist.
I do think that, it doesn't always have to be mind blown, but if you're spending 50 minutes talking to someone and paying anywhere from like $100 to $300, I don't know what therapists charge. I know mine is $200.
Yep.
I think after those sessions, if I come in, because sometimes she'll be like, how would you like to use this time? And I think that's really helpful, because then I'm like, okay, well, I know there's two things I want to ask her about. One is this, so I like kind of for 20 minutes talk about this, and then the second one I'll talk about, and then if I leave feeling like some clarity, then I know that was a good session.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of easy, I think, to tell.
My therapist is weird. And tell me if you guys think this is weird. He asks me if I want to like mutually masturbate, and then the minute I start, a woman pops up on the screen and says, "You're gonna have to pay." Listen, this is what I think. If we just replace the word therapist with person I've been seeing recently, it becomes really clear what to do. This person I've been seeing recently said, "I think we're good to go." She said she's moving back like 20 minutes away, and she's trimming back on people she's seeing. But I feel anxious and stuck, and I've been seeing her for a little while, and I feel like we've made progress. I don't feel done. Do I push back and say I want to keep going? It's like, no, you move
Clearly move on.
I think we're good to go, Steve.
Wait, what? I'm not done. I have a lot of shit to talk about.
Well, before we do go, tell us more about Peacemaker, where people can find it, what
and
your
you.
character, you in this bad boy, this unbelievable piece of television.
August 21st, HBO Max, season 2. Bigger, better season. Tim Meadows is in it. Frank Grillo. We got a lot of good new cast members.
The first season was awesome. It's super funny and super exciting.
Yeah.
It's like kind of one of these new shows where it's like you can get your kind of nerd fix, but you're also getting your comedy fix at the same time, and you're great in it. So
thanks, man.
Hey.
And are you on Instagram, or does no one care about that?
Oh, yeah,
anymore?
at Steve Agee.
Is there a part of you that feels upset, though, that you don't have, or maybe you did towards the second half of the season, like you also like superpower? Don't you like a little bit go like, I want to fucking punch? But I guess you get to do that in like the James Gunn stuff that you've done. You do play a like.
Yeah. Season 1, I got to kill a gorilla with a chainsaw.
Oh, that's pretty great. Okay, I take it back. That's good. Yeah, I think you're good to go.
That's very Elon. I love it.
Did you start crying when you were killing the gorilla?
No, I was like into it.
That is awesome. Yeah. Kill a gorilla with a chainsaw. I want an
a
acting
super
job
gorilla,
like that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
All right, Steve, we love you. So glad we got
So good to see you guys.
reconnect
Nice to
with
see you, too. Yeah, what a cool piece of scheduling.
We had to come to San Diego to make it happen.
Finally hang out.
That's good.
All right, well, thanks, Steve.
Find Steve online. The funniest, the best,
We love
the
you.
greatest. Goodbye.
Bye.